What's going on, y'all? So I want to get into this clip of Ice Cube getting on Tucker Carlson's show, and I just think there's a lot we can discuss. So let's go ahead and get to it.
So why would you be doing this of all interviews? I mean, you could do an interview with anyone. You're doing an interview with me. Obviously, you're going to take abuse for doing that. Like, why would you do that?
Because I think it's silly not to talk to people. I think whether we agree or not,
right?
That has nothing to do with it. You know.
One thing that I will say about Ice Cube that I absolutely respect is that Ice Cube has always, I won't say always, but recently Ice Cube has presented himself as an independent thinker, willing to go beyond. I'll never forget seeing the headlines of Ice Cube catching a lot of slack because he was willing to meet with Trump. And people were clowning him for it. And I remember thinking, why are they clowning him when the man is trying to get change? Y'all say y'all want change, right? Y'all say y'all want change, but then you got somebody that's trying to do whatever he can. But you so mad that he's talking to the orange man or trying to talk to the orange man. That don't make sense to me. That never made sense to me. It was just the truth of the matter. I always wondered, like, why is it that y'all are so triggered by that? And my explanation for it is just the fact that black culture is trash, like I always say.
You know, it's like, this is what it's all about. Let's talk about it. Let's debate. And you know, I've been shut out.
Wait, that sounds like.
And I respect that. I absolutely respect that, because how else are people gonna learn and grow if you don't challenge ideas? Stop complaining about it. Stop trying to censor everybody and debate about it. Put your words where your mouth is. Debate about it.
Right-wing extremism and whataboutism.
But I've been shut out.
Oh boy, I love Tucker Carlson's sense of humor, but not just that. I think it's very interesting. You hear Ice Cube talk about how he got shut out, and it's really interesting. I want to hear what he has to say.
You know, some platforms will not have me on.
Why?
They don't like that I'm, you know, an independent thinker. I'm not part of the herd. I'm not part of the go along to get along gang, so to speak.
That's the perfect way to describe it. The go along, get along gang. That's the perfect way to describe it, because at the end of the day, a lot of these people, that's all they're doing. They're just going along to get along. And they don't really even, I don't even think that a lot of them even believe the things that they promote and that they say. But they'll do it. They'll say it. One thing I respect about Ice Cube is, like I mentioned, he was willing to really put his money where his mouth is. And he say he want to help the community. He want to help black people. See, I don't have a problem with people that genuinely trying to help black people. Just because I think that the culture is trash, and just because I think it's a waste of time, doesn't mean I'm going to sit there and resent people that actually want to do it, especially if they're going to do it the right way. Talking, having dialogue, doing things that can really enact change. Not just getting on the internet, posting the real drinking for Juneteenth, pouring a bottle for Juneteenth, putting on your kente cloths and your dashikis, go to see Black Panther. Just saying.
So, you know, I'm an outsider, and so, you know, I'm not part of the club. So I have to go places for one, that I'm welcome, and where I can voice my opinion without somebody.
You pay attention to what he's saying. It's sad that he says that he has to go. Ice Cube has to only. It just lets you know that no matter where you, no matter how far and how high you climb, there's still people that can hold you in check. Ice Cube sit there saying that he can only go where he's welcome. He has to go to platforms like Tucker Carlson. That's why he feels like that, or else he wouldn't do it.
Saying I'm a bad person and that they never want to have me on their platform again.
What platforms have banned you?
I've been I tried to go on The View. They didn't have me on The View.
Why?
Well,
why? If you watch The View, I can only imagine why they wouldn't want Ice Cube to come on. I mean, as woke as they are, like, nah, it would have been bad. A
few of the guests just really didn't like where I was coming from. So, or a few of the hosts, I mean. So that's what I was told by the producers. I don't know if the producers was just copping out and using some of the hosts to not have me come on and explain myself.
That's valid. I really do believe they be doing that too. I believe they be doing that. People are shiesty. They try to use excuses, maneuver and use other people to try to justify they messed up motives.
But
you'd be a good booking for them.
I've been on there before.
Yeah.
It's just when I've became an independent thinker, when I've, I'm not, I don't follow their brand of politics, I guess.
But if you can't think for yourself, then you're not really free, are you?
Good question, Tucker Carlson. Because a lot of people can't think for themselves, can you? You can't think for yourself, can you? That's why you're so quick to just resort to name calling. That's why you're so quick to just write off what people say just the minute that you don't agree with them, instead of just attacking the points and proving why they're wrong. You rather attack the person, right? What does this have to do with Ice Cube? Because people got to understand, like, there's a lot that comes with being an independent thinker and thinking for yourself and going against groupthink and the herd. It's a lot that comes with that. It's a lot. You asking for a lot. That's just the truth of the matter.
No, you're not. You're not. But I've been excluded. I've been excluded on Oprah,
on Oprah?
On Oprah, yeah, I've been excluded. Yeah, man.
I would think you'd be the person Oprah would want to promote. I mean, you grew up in South Central, you were successful at a young age, you have dignity, you say what you think. Like, I thought that was the goal.
Me too. I don't know what it is, but, several of my, I had a movie called Barbershop,
Yeah, I remember.
That I wasn't invited to participate with the cast. I produced a show called Black White, and it was a very controversial show. And once again, they had the whole cast on, but I wasn't invited. And so I don't know.
Step into Web Studio, the platform.
So I don't know what that's.
But Oprah's obviously a saintly, godlike figure who's revered by all decent.
Something has to happen with Iran.
So why would you be doing this?
That's something that I would love to find out, but I can't tell you,
I mean, you grew up in South Central, you were successful at a young age, you have dignity, you say what you think. Like, I thought that was the goal.
Me too. I don't know what it is, but, several of my, You know, I had a movie called Barbershop, you know.
Yeah, I remember.
That I wasn't invited to participate with the cast. I produced a show called Black White, and it was.
Now, can you imagine doing a movie and being the only person not invited to participate because of your beliefs and because of where you stand politically? Now, keep in mind, Ice Cube is not right wing. He's not a right winger, and he's not conservative. He just thinks for himself. He's not even a right winger. Doesn't that sound familiar?
It was a very controversial show, and once again they had the whole cast on, but I wasn't invited, and so I don't know.
On Oprah's show.
Yeah, so I don't know what that's.
But Oprah's obviously a saintly, godlike figure who's revered by all decent people. Why would she exclude you?
I love Tucker Carlson's sense of humor. I love his sense of humor. He's hilarious. But I think we know that it's obvious why Ice Cube was excluded. It's because his views contradict and go against what the group think would want them to be. So can't be part of the club. And you know, it's just kind of scary, but you know, at the same time, it does make you think, because it's like if it could happen to him, then it's like it could happen to anybody. So he got to deal with what the consequences of thinking for himself. And you know, I ain't nowhere near Ice Cube, but you know what I'm saying? I can relate. And it's rough. It's rough. But y'all not gonna shut me up. You not gonna shut me up. No, I'm just playing.